What's up, guys? We are back. It's Tuesday. It's Poker on Air. I'm Trevor. On my far left is Shondell. And in the middle, we have a special guest tonight. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
What's up, guys? My name is Matt Vaughan. I'm a poker vlogger, Twitch streamer, overall card enthusiast, and was invited to come out here by Poker on Air's Row.
There you go. You got the nicknames down already?
Yeah, I watched a couple recent streams, so I'm down with some of the nicknames. But I'm here. I'm excited to be playing tonight and spend a little time talking with you guys too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our first ever 5-10 game. Our highest stakes we've had in the stream so far. I know I'm thrilled. I know our audience is thrilled. Shondell, how you feeling, buddy?
Man, I'm excited. I'm the anticipation, man, to see this action. I think as the levels progress from 1-3 to 2-5, we start to see, obviously it's hard to better play, and players mixing it up, more aggression, less passiveness, I should say.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it should be a very entertaining game tonight.
I mean, it's always exciting to get a little bit extra money on the table. Our guy in the middle, his pockets are a little fuller after last couple of days. You wanted to talk about your little score yet?
Yeah, I already forgot about it, but
I know we take precedence over deep runs, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, for sure. And actually, I was scheduled to come out here and was obviously excited to do that, but the timing worked out well to go play a $2,500 event at Parks, and I actually ended up final tabling it pretty much like more or less chip leading like the whole way through.
Wow.
Ended up taking third, so pretty nice score there, and yeah, not bad to have a little boost before you come play 5-10 on stream. Right. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a little extra chunk in the console of the car on your way out here, but yeah, dude, we're super excited. Obviously thrilled you came out to join us.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Always exciting to get some people of your caliber to come out and play in the show. People that promote the game as well as you do. We're also super huge poker enthusiasts, so we're just trying to grow this game that we love and get out to the masses.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me as well, like I'm from Boston, but I went to school in Cleveland, so this is kind of in my old like stomping ground type area.
Right.
And I watched Poker on Air like way back in the day.
Oh, so we're out there cutting our teeth.
A couple of the older regulars, and yeah, I'm really excited to be here and be involved.
Well, that's awesome. We'll keep you we'll keep going throughout the night and track your progress. Maybe we'll come back here a little bit later on, cut it up with us a little bit. But I think what we're all here to see is you go on a table and have a little fun. Have a little fun with some of our local regs, some of our local Poker on Air celebrities. But so we'll let you get out there. Shondell and I will talk a little bit longer, and we'll get the cards going.
Yep. All right, take care. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck. So my dude.
Ooh,
here we go.
Man, we've been building up for this for a minute.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Multiple weeks of having this on the calendar, and here we are, finally ready to rock and roll. Some big money on the table.
Yeah, I mean, is this, or will they be able to buy in for the biggest stack once again?
Of course.
And we're going to have bomb pots, correct?
Oh,
are they $50 bomb pots or 20s?
We haven't talked yet, but I mean, I feel like
sure the guys out there.
I think also send our little minion Roro go out there and scout it out and see what everyone's feeling out there. But I imagine bomb pots. I mean, it's just so fun.
No, it's so much fun, and it adds another wrinkle to the game and the psychology of the situations that arise from those bomb pots. And yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I was talking to my buddy earlier today about how to kind of diagnose a bomb pot, and it's really, really difficult. Like,
right.
You try to think about normally, someone raises an exposition, and you have to understand what they have.
They have a range, yeah.
Ranges
are uncapped.
When you're rangeless,
yeah,
things get pretty nutty.
Yeah, you don't know if you're protecting or you're just betting too thin. So
absolutely,
yeah, it should be good, man.
All right, let's kick it out the table. Let's shuffle up the cards, get them in the air. We'll talk about some hands. We'll have a good time tonight.
See what these guys are going to be, how they're going to play, man. I'm excited to see.
All right, let's
check out this lineup tonight.
Around the table. Look,
hey,
how about our dealer?
Yeah.
Dressed up for Mardi Gras. Look at that.
Yeah, it is Mardi Gras. Let's go. Happy Mardi Gras, everyone out there.
Everyone celebrates in their own way.
I'll have one on Mardi Gras. How about yourself?
I'll have several. I may have already had several.
Yeah, why not, right? It's game time.
I mean, I might not qualify as fat, but it is Tuesday, so let's do it.
So as you can see there, of course, reds are 5s. It's kind of just the standard. The greens are 25s, and the yellowish chips are 100s.
No, yellows are 1K.
Oh, excusez-moi.
Blacks are hundies.
Blacks are excusez-moi.
We have some 1K chips tonight, my friend.
knock
Yeah,
that out the way.
we had some 500 chips, but they were a little bit too close in color to the black chips, so we decided to just use yellow chips. That way, there's no confusion
Right,
with
right.
people. I mean, they're all labeled, but you know how that goes. It's a
Yeah,
little-
seeing it from across the table, it can be a little confusing, and yeah, I get it. I get it.
One of our players claimed to be colorblind, so there's that.
Fair enough.
What's up, chat? How's everybody doing out there?
What's up, family? I already missed you guys. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet.
People out there talking about how I clean up good? Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm not built like that anymore. I can't be dressing that nice. I'm just used to being in the basement, the dirty basement, grinding.
The dirty sauna.
The dirty sauna. Yes. Yes.
I mean, while we have a second, you know, Shonda, why don't you go ahead and plug your stream? I was in there last night, and I was told you before we got on air, like, dude, you cracked me up. You have this balance between, like, you know, like your teaching methods, like talking through hands, and just making us lose it on a nightly basis, dude.
It's all about having fun, man. I enjoy the game. I love playing, you know. Love to get into cash a little bit more, but, you know, we're a tournament grinder. I work hard as hell on my game, trying to get better. And yeah, man, we just have a good time. We stream 3 to 4 nights a week. We're here for Poker on Air every Tuesday. So yeah, check me out. Crazy Sixes here on Twitch. And yeah, man, come check me out. We grind high stakes, mid stakes tournaments.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Another thing, you know, not to just continue to just hype you up for being like the coolest streamer ever, but like, you will treat a $7 tournament, like you will explain your thought process equally as a $530 tournament.
Yeah, it all matters, right? We're trying to
Absolutely.
be, you know, we're trying to be the best we can be in every single situation, and that's the only way to improve that. I can't, you know, just take it off or punt just because it's a $5 when I played a $500 tournament.
Absolutely.
You know, so yeah.
But just, I mean, it shows, you know, how serious you take it, and you know, there's something to learn from every single stake you
Every
play.
single situation, yeah, man.
You just keep on going.
Absolutely, man. And love learning here, the cash side, man. Seeing all these hands should be good. Oh, here you go, buddy. Welcome. Let's do this, man. I'm excited. Got to
All right.
treat every MTT like it's the main event. Absolutely. What's up, God's Big Toe? Fellow streamer here on Twitch, study partner, friend of mine, tag team partner. My dude, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in tonight. And if you're grinding, good luck, buddy.
Out there getting them squirrels.
Out there getting them squirrels, them little ones, man. They all add up.
You just gotta load them cheeks up, all them nuts.
Yep. Oh man, my dude said he feels bad for Harris already. Ruh-roh. He has not had a good run thus far.
No,
on
not
Poker.
quite.
But I mean, that could change. He might run hot. He's play lights out. You never know, man. He gets another opportunity today. He loves the game.
Everybody
See
gets
how my
2
dude's
cards,
doing.
right?
Yep.
That's the beauty of this game.
And we got the first hand out. We'll get to see what each player has bought in. Looks like Matt's at 2.5K. I'm assuming, you know, everybody's going to be about in that ballpark.
Yeah, I
mean,
think anywhere from like
1K to
1K to 2.5. Yeah.
Yep.
Like we said, we always allow players to top up to the max, depending on how hands go and how stacks fluctuate. Now we thought about doing uncap, but honestly, how these games play, like I thought, you know, putting a cap on it and just letting people buy up would allow the same amount of play as
Yeah.
an uncapped game.
Absolutely. It can be a little intimidating for someone with, you know, brings 3K and they know, you know, somebody can buy in for 20K, you know. So starting, you know, 500 bigs is fine. So
Look at
first
this guy.
hand.
Look at this guy.
Woo. So we get a button raise from the King 2 suited, completely reasonable, a 3-bet, a call from Ace 4 off from Justin, and then Matt bombs it to 150.
And this looks such like an
balls.
obvious squeeze. And the
Yeah,
kid,
the
kid
first-
wakes up with the AK suited. NB Dizzle.
He's not a machine. What a name. Like, it's one hand.
I like this, man. The players seem to already be in good spirits, and everybody's laughing, chopping it up.
I mean,
get it.
my co-host did bring buco amounts of beer for everyone.
Yeah, I brought a
so
bunch of beer for everybody. You know
should
how
be-
I do. Beer, cookies, and some other snacks. You know, when I'm playing in a game like this, these are things that I would want, you know. Have
Yeah,
a couple beers. It loosens up a little bit. People feel more comfortable. You know,
I mean, this is basically a glorified home game. So really, like,
Yeah.
a home game should provide certain things for everyone. You know,
I mean, yeah, I've hosted games in the past, and I've always
and
brought
cauliflower
food.
is one of them.
Cauliflower, yeah, no, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots.
Get your nutrients,
yeah.
boys and girls.
Then some cookies as well, you know.
It all rounds out.
Copious amounts of alcohol. All right, let's see how this game plays. Harris is with 1K, Darren 2.5, Rick with 1.3K, Justin with 1.5. Stacks are kind of all over the place. Matt with 2.1K in the small blind, folds around. BBB situation.
BBB.
What size did he make it there?
I think he went 40. You know.
Okay. Nice little 8X out of position.
All
And
right.
Darren does find the fold with the 650. Somebody said let's do a bomb pot now. Fuck it. Let's get it. They're already in the spirits. I like it. Let's go. $25 bomb pots every half hour has been established. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
$100 bomb pots. 50 would be good.
Matt going full YOLO mode right now.
So Darren EP does fold, the queen 10 off. Thus far, not much action. Justin was our wild card last week. You know, he played a lot of different hands. He tried to incorporate a lot of limps in and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he comes in if he takes the same approach this week as he did last week. So he raises 25. The big blind does defend 10-7 off, and Justin flops good. Also, the backdoor heart draw. See what size he elects to go here. He goes on the bigger side. David's back, ladies and gentlemen. I think he was last week's big winner.
That for sure has been 8. I would have bet your left foot has been 8.
Get a float here with a no equity float.
No, Dave actually bet he led turn, or led flop rather.
Oh, David led flop
Yeah.
with no equity, and then Justin just called with king queen. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the action.
It's all right.
So yeah, he dunk led 40, and then check folds on the turn. I like the bet there. Sizing and everything, it was fine. There's a couple of draws out there. He can't just check back. He needs to just try to get value and charge the draws. That
Yeah,
works.
I mean, the only thing really super peculiar about the hand was Dave's flop
Dunk
lead.
let. Yeah, I mean, I guess he figured he had no equity and he's just going to target his ace highs that might just check fold or just fold if they, if they missed, put pressure on the under pairs.
This game's kind of interesting. We are playing 8-handed. So last week we played 10-handed with 2-5. Now we're dropping 2 players and upping the stakes. So
We're 8-handed as well, so yeah.
you might see some little bit more loosey-goosiness.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot more action. I don't know. I don't think the other player's coming. I'm not exactly sure.
If you get in, do it.
Looks like we're gonna have another player in there. Ruh-roh.
I
Ruh-roh.
think you mispronounced that.
Ruh-roh. So Harris opens under the gun with the deuces.
Quack.
We get a call from the button with king queen suited. 3 players in there. King jack calls in the small blind. What do you think about this open with the deuces? I think it's fine. Full ring UTG.
It's
It feels a little marginal. I mean,
if you plan to open with deuces, you just need to have a plan. I mean, he's gonna open check fold.
no, I mean, in this case, he's got to think his opponent's ranges are going to kind of hit this. There's going to be a lot of ace X out there that calls behind.
But he does still have the range advantage. Though. I mean, he did raise under the gun. So
Right, but I mean, the thing with the range advantage is only part of villain's ranges here that they don't have because they didn't 3-bet are like aces, kings, and queens. But the rest of their range, they all have 5s, 7s, all the suited ace X, ace jack might just flat.
ace 10 suitors of the world.
All those hands are just going to flat. So multi-way here, it's probably just to give up. Whoa. So David, once again, just firing.
That can't be right.
That can't be right. King, queen of hearts would never fold.
I want to say it was checked to Matt T and he bet 65. Dave folded and Harris called. Is my thought process. of how
Right, yeah,
actually
this
really went.
graphic is, this can't be right.
And he goes check, check.
Wow.
And the deuces are.
Well, Harris isn't even in
folding.
this pot. It's king, queen high versus king, jack.
Now is that what it is?
I mean, Harris is not in this pot.
Oh shit.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good night, my dude.
This is live.
Yes, sir. This is live. The players.
Harris
do not
was in a
have-
pot. Harris actually wins it with the
Oh.
ducky, the lucky ducky.
Like he said, he has to have a plan, and he took the initiative, fired. His opponent missed, didn't decide to bluff, and he wins a nice pot.
His plan was to fade the world, and he did.
And he did it. He faded everything. My dude. Good to see you, my dude. Thanks for stopping by the stream last night as well. But like you said, though, if you're going to open deuces there, I mean, he can't give up. Like, he still has all the strongest aces in his range. His opponents still have a lot of king, jack, jack tens, random shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you have ace jack there and Harris goes blast, blast, blast.
Done. I mean, yeah.
You're not too happy about life.
No. You're not really trying to get in 200 big blinds, with one pair versus under the guns fire range.
Exactly. So we do have a new player at the table filling in for a player that did not show up. You know her. You love her. It's Rochelle, a.k.a. Roro.
Rochelle in this game is gonna, action player, fearless. She was sitting here just excited to play, wondering if the other player was going to show up. So, I think this is going to be good.
Talk about a lover of the game. She was just here to watch.
She was here to watch, and she's like, "Oh shit, you didn't show up, but don't mind if I do." Like,
She goes, I'll hop in them streets.
yeah, let's get in there. She is a regular here on Poker on Air. Very entertaining player. Definitely not a nit, So yeah, this is very good for the game tonight. I think we've seen all these players except for Matt. Who is Roro? That is Rochelle, the new player that just got added. I believe she's in seat 3 or 4.
Not who. What? What is a Roro?
What is Roro?
A Roro is
what is, not who. Okay, gotcha.
is a player in seat 3, rocking some 2-5 on Poker on Air. Thanks for tuning in.
No, this is 510, buddy.
I bet. My bad,
It's
too.
incorrected.
Get me.
Let's go.
Get me. Look
Matt
at this.
mixing it up.
Look at this.
The 4 deuce.
Everyone's got a
First
favorite hand.
in. Goes 4X.
Folds to Darren in the double B's.
All right, guys, come on now.
And he shows them. Loosen them up.
The needles at the open 4 deuce.
You both had these 3? Now you know my range. Got it, named it.
Not a nit has been established.
And I'm fairly certain that our guest of honor, Matt Vaughan, here has watched some of our previous shows, so he definitely knows capabilities.
Yeah, he knows the
of Lawyer
characters,
Dave.
right.
He knows Roro.
Yes.
A few other guys have been on the show a handful of times, so
Right.
he does have a bit of a scouting report. Rad broken off saying that Darren should have defended the 8-6. I kind of think so too. People are folding big blinds a little too
Little too tight. It
little
is
too
early.
willy-nilly. Just make you guys a little bit more volume from the table in case there's anything.
Right. Anything interesting? Sorry, guys, we're a little quiet here, getting things set up on our end as well. Get a raise to 2.5x under the gun from Justin. As I said last week, he was unconventional and bink. And Matt flops top set on a dry ass board.
These were boards that Justin attacked heavily on our last show.
Yes,
Looks like he's
he
con-
fired
he's-
multiple barrel
He's
bluffs. and
continuing. Oh boy.
This might get expensive. This is, you know. And then look what
I
he
just want
does.
you
He
guys
checks.
to look that Sean was giving. It might get expensive.
And here we go.
Oh, no, you like-
Justin does decide to check. Let's see what size.
A little pot control.
Yeah. And he goes about half pot.
Bro, I wanted to tell you, welcome back home. That's what I said. So, I know he's been back, but
Actually, that's a third pot.
no,
40%. Sorry.
not that hard for each other. I don't think.
I think I heard the word raise.
A raise. Oh boy. So a little less than 3x. Ooh, table gets a little quiet, recognizing it's going to be potentially a big pot.
So you're man here.
I saw you play the one time.
How do we get the most value out of Justin?
We're in position, so we just call.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we call, we allow him to continue with his bluffs. You know, I'm not too afraid of like the backdoor heart draw or anything like that. And we can extract max value. We can decide to raise on river. We just have more options, and we keep in the worst parts of Justin's range.
And Justin checks. Interesting. I mean,
So for Matt here, it's interesting. He has to say, okay, he check raised. What part of his range is he kind of targeting, you know? Does he want to go small and figure he's going to just have some weakish hands he did this with? There are some draws that missed. Or I think he maybe polarizes his range, tries to get heroed by something since backdoor heart draws missed, straight draws missed.
it's funny. Usually, I do elect to.
I mean, use a huge polarizing bet. He does get,
Yeah, usually I like to go big, but I kind of like going small here.
or just because you think you can target his entire range and get called by more. I mean, no matter what, I think we can't go less than half pot. And he
Agreed.
didn't, and I really like his size there. He didn't do that.
I think we
but-
kind of figure out that Justin has just enough there, but like he can't call like a huge blast in the river. But I think he's strong enough that he can call a half.
Just
pot
yeah,
bet.
you just bet for value instead of polarizing your because he just gives up. I mean, his line looks pretty weak as well.
It's gonna dilute for sure. Yeah, I know a few players who are moving.
We got stack updates. This is awesome.
There's a place just north of Boston I play in Nashua, New Hampshire. And I'm sure they'll die because of it.
Perfect.
No, it's called the Boston.
So yeah, we're gonna have stack updates. We're gonna have yeah, we're good.
noise.
Noise.
Yeah, Nashua, New Hampshire. It's called Boston Billiard Club and Casino. But it's really
So Matt wins a nice pot there. Gets value on the river. Of course, at that point, Jessica never fold. I mean,
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to look him up there on the river. I think he was getting 3-1 as well, so yeah, he can't fold.
Yeah.
5x open from David. Looks like in middle position. We get a defend from Rick. Just set mining. Certainly deep enough, and David should win this pot every time.
Just about.
I mean,
Every
he's
single
aggressive enough. You can put a lot of pressure on. Expect the c bet here. Rick just can't make too many plays.
As predicted,
Yep, just c bet and take.
I had something happen to me yesterday for the first time. I opened pre, get colored by not only is he the villain, he's like the villain of all villains. Like he's just super disliked by everyone in the room.
Right.
I flop middle pair on like a bit of a squishy flop, and this guy loves to blast all draws. I'm just going to blast. So I check. He checks behind. Turn brings an ace. And I just I'm sitting still. I look down at my chips, and he snap mucks.
He just mucks?
Just mucks. I didn't do anything. I didn't put a penny into the pot. And he's just
Did you reach like you were shuffling your
didn't-
chips and counting out a bet? Nothing?
Didn't reach. All I did was went from looking forward to look down, and he just snap mucks.
Yep. So you had that first yesterday, and I had somebody fold, in the big blind getting 18-1 or something.
At least 18-1. It was insane.
Yeah.
Blinds are 5K, 10K. Chantel ships for
On a
13,000.
bubble with a final table or something.
And a guy folds for 3K.
Yeah, he had
A
plenty
third of
to
a blind.
a third of.
It's like, nah.
And then I come back to final table it. So it's good times.
Yeah, that was so
an
sick.
awesome mistake. All right, so we get a raise 3x from Matt under the gun +1. Nick does just decide to call, not 3-bet. The early position open with the 9s. And then Darren in the cutoff with Queen Jack suited. I love this.
Oh,
Makes a huge
there we go.
3-bet.
Okay.
I think it's a good size, puts a lot of pressure. And Nick in a kind of a difficult spot with the strong hand. 9s, probably expect him to call here.
Expected to call.
I mean,
but
you feel like you're going to call and just have to check fold a lot, But at the same time, the implied odds are so great when you hit a 9, you're probably stacking this because you figure when he goes this size, even if you range him like aces, kings, queens, ace, king suited, he does just take it down.
Darren.
Another thing is
getting
he's
busy.
going to have to play the hand out of position. He's probably just going to have to check fold every single time he doesn't have a 9. I mean, he's going to have a hard time floating some stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I get it.
I think Darren has a bit of a reputation of being on a tighter side as well. So I think it's a lot of things going for him, and I think he knows that going into it. So you might see him getting a little more, getting frisky with those Queen Jack suited of the world.
Right. I like it. He's a very good player. I like the size and everything. Well played.
I got two here. I got two. I mean, you're never far behind, so I think it's only 1-3. Yeah, 1-3. 26.
Matt up to almost 3K with the mystery hand.
I think we had a missed deal. I think you're just refiring him out
Oh,
there.
okay. I see.
36 card deck, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rather than small blind short, everyone posts an ante as a BU.
It's pretty cool that Matt can transition from tournaments to cash and, be proficient at both disciplines, I mean, it's not easy.
I think the average listener or viewer, they hear that and go, I mean, it's all poker. It can't be that different. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, just we're just playing. You just got to get used to playing deep stack poker, at these stakes. And if you're comfortable, in very big pots playing deep stack poker, it's cool. Whereas in tournaments, you have to be proficient at a lot of different disciplines: deep stack, short stack, mid stack, shove, raise calls, and just a lot of other intricacies with tournament poker.
Is that correct? Open to 50?
No.
I'm not gonna sit here silently.
Raise to 50 from Matt with the 640 under the gun.
You'll let him talk to you like that? I think our volume is way down.
Think might do a shotgun in those beers I brought. man.
Yeah, could have been.
Jeez. And Rick 3 bets 175. I mean,
What is happening here? It seems so.
bizarre. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre to just take this open with 6-4 off. But Justin on the button with threes. Probably can't be calling the 3 bet. Whoa. What did the one? Oh. Come on, nah. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the graphics. Ace King. Okay. They're working on it. Yeah, the Ace King 3 bet.
That
Okay, so
makes
that
more
makes
sense.
a little bit more. That makes more sense than the 6-4 off. Okay.
Dave opens. All right.
Yeah, Dave opened there, and that makes
There we
yeah.
go.
I don't think they're like. I think they're just like. Makes no sense, but.
So he does call the 3 bet
There probably should be.
and check folds. Yeah, they said there was $600 out there. That was just kind of a shit show over there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think
I don't know what that was, but
somebody won, somebody lost.
yeah,
Not
somebody
entirely
made
sure.
money, somebody lost money that hand, and yeah. That's my expert opinion on that situation.
I don't think I'd like Dodo.
What they're talking about at the table.
I think you're talking about Roro's nickname. It's going like super in depth.
My favorite is the Blossom. That's just solid, dude.
Like that on this trip. I've probably been called worse that like at this table. I didn't even know. Yeah, you have. Yeah. Right. I was in the.
I've heard that my whole life. Very firsthand.
All right, we should see an open here from Justin with the King Jack. And he does go 2.5x.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering what the open size would be.
I mean, it seems like it's all over the place. I've seen some 5x, some 2.5x, I've seen 30, I've seen 40. Everybody seems to have a different open style.
Yeah,
What's
kinda-
your preference? I mean, every stack is effectively much deeper here.
I think I'm doing like a pure 3x,
It
maybe
is.
add 5 or add 10 for every limper. Probably add 5,
Right.
but yeah, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But being consistent, I think, is the key.
Right, so you're not giving off sizing tells or anything like that.
What
But
up?
of course, you got to make an adjustment. Oh, you're good.
What up, Chance? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for finding us and hanging out tonight.
Welcome, Chance. What's up? What's good?
We are here every Tuesday, or for the most part, every Tuesday, bringing you live poker action.
Yeah, I think we got some short deck in the future. I'm excited about that. I
Yes, sir.
love me some short deck. I play a fair amount myself when I have the opportunity.
The battle of the Ocho Cincos. Oh, see you later.
Harris is in there with the Chad and EP. No, this can't be right. If Harris is in there with 850, under the gun +1, and then, I mean, what a charmed life to just flop a set. I mean, flop trips.
Easy game.
He does decide to check here. Board's pretty dry. He probably figures.
Harris doesn't look like he has cards. Does he have cards? Where are they hiding at? It looks like Darren has cards.
Right.
So I don't think Darren has cards. I think Darren has some sort of holding. Now,
It-
Dave, that's probably what he has.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
that's
So
a-
Dave turns the gut shot, hits the straight versus Harris. Well, it's not Harris. I don't know who the hell's in there. Darren, maybe?
Yeah, so I think Darren and
Oh,
Dave.
my goodness. Board does double pair. But it's interesting here from Dave. He probably would never put his opponent opening from EP. There's just not many 5X and 3Xs in the ranges other than ace 3, suited, ace 5 suited, 5-6 maybe, 5-6 suited.
As we know, we saw Darren or Harris folded a 5, and so did I want to say Matt folded a 5. So Darren's not holding one of those, and it's probably unlikely Darren has a 3 in the spot. The only really possible combination is pocket 2s.
I think we got to correct. I think the seats are messed up. I
Dave
think you're
went
right.
full bombzilla here. 325.
900.
Darren, let's go.
I mean, there's just no way that was correct. Obviously.
Yeah, I think we folded. We kept Darren or kept Harris's hand in and folded Darren's, and
We made a hero fold to the quads.
yeah.
Right. They explain things that wouldn't have been explained before. That's the soap opera type of thing you're talking about. Yeah, sure. Specific that tells me that, okay, either the writers are on strike again or they really have.
All right, let's see what the hell's going on. Let's see if this hand reads correctly. It seems like there's been some struggles from our person doing the updates with the hands. We'll get it on track, guys. It's early. We will be here all night. The stream ends 10:30, maybe 11. Maybe we go a little bit after. So we'll see. Harris with the open.
We go until the beers run out. Cheers.
Cheers, my dude. 3X open from Harris. Justin does just call in mid position there with the king queen.
Starting a whole cascade of calls here.
Matt calls with king jack. Here we go.
This is
The button
great.
calls with jack 9.
Everyone's got a little bit of something.
And we are officially playing a 1-2 game. Going 5-way to a flop.
But everyone kind of understands though, like Harris is opening under the gun, and then like as the calls flow in,
Yeah, the implied odds is like, okay, I can hit something here. I can play it in position. It's like, sure.
gut shots for Dave and Matt. Obviously, top pair, top kicker for Harris.
I mean, if I'm Harris here, I'm bombing this. 140. That's fine.
Yeah, this is I mean, this will probably be the one and only time we go 5 ways, aside from bomb shots tonight.
Yeah, right.
If it happens again, I'll shotgun a beer.
Ooh, call. I call. Should probably take this down with this continuation bet. No one really has anything. No diamond draws, no other aces, no true up and down straight draws. And Harris wins another pot. Off to a pretty good start this week.
Yes, sir.
I want to see Harris do well, to be honest.
Yeah, he had a couple rough
I mean,
goes in the show
yeah,
before.
Some, I want to see him do well. We have one open.
I'm afterwards.
Okay. The player is just one.
I thought you like got it. No, I'm right now I'm in school.
Folds around to Justin. Looked like he limped. Nope, 25. 25 out Justin.
This deck is not bridge deck. It's a lot smaller. 110 is the ones you use up there.
All right, so there's the tens again.
It's in the rules.
Folds to Justin, makes it 25 with tens.
All right, working on some stuff on the side. Hopefully, going to be improving.
Matt 3-bets to 110. So he's going to come back around to Justin.
Ooh, should be interesting. Goes a little over 4x.
Justin is not in the business of folding, let alone a hand as strong with 2 tens.
Right. Matt does outflop him. 235 in the pot. Justin is out of position here.
A rough spot to be in with 2 overs.
Right. Now, if you're Matt here, check back for a little pot control. It's going to be rarely that we can get 3 streets. It would suck to get check raised off of our hand. It's not really like a check and then reevaluating on turn. Since we don't have a 3-street hand, maybe we should just, if he checks twice, we can just bet turns comfortably.
9 does bring in some gut shot possibilities.
We
for
block
Justin.
like queen 10, so no, we don't. I mean, yeah, he got queen 10, but it's kind of unlikely, and I would like to just see a bet here. We define ranges, we get information, we get value at times as well from worse jacks.
So he goes 130 here. A little over half.
Yeah, we don't need to bomb it. We don't want to go too small either. I really like this bet size. About half pot's fine.
You think if Justin had a king here, he would check twice? Well, obviously, the first check is basically is
yeah,
standard. Do you think he would check twice?
Unlikely, but plausible. At some frequency, we do want to take that line. If we think our opponents are going to be over bluffing behind, we have a great bluff catcher. We can get our value that way. They may overfold if we just lead turn with a lot weaker pairs of their range. So yeah, I wouldn't hate checking twice, but obviously we want to be trying to get value, a lot of times. But it just very opponent dependent.
Precisely.
I almost double majored. I started out physics and music. Changed my major to a minor.
Yeah, he didn't decide to 4-bet. He decided to just call out of position. I don't think I would hate it, but just 4-bet folding tens, he would have to put in, about 30% of his stack.
And he wasn't super deep. I think he only started a hand
Yeah, he
with
started
about 100 big
1K.
blinds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he only started with 100 big blinds. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm forgetting this isn't 2-5 as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I keep forgetting this isn't 2-5, man.
Well, I think it's also like a lot of people
Lawyer Dave getting after it as per usual.
Yep.
they broaden their horizons a lot. So that was definitely true.
He's electing to go 5x for his opens, and that's been his standard is 5x, putting a lot of pressure, just building big pots. We see Nick on the button, raising with ace-5 off. Kind of like it from a late position open. We have an ace blocker. We probably want to call some of our ace-5s, our suited aces, so he's using his ace-5 as just a 3-bet bluff. I do like it.
Yeah, Nick definitely knows Dave's style, whether from watching the stream or playing in person.
Right.
He knows his late position opens a lot of times can look like the 8-5 suited of the world.
Hey, and we know Dave's opening that wide. I mean, we're more incentivized when he goes that big to use, the 3-bet a little bit more. There's the extra dead money out there, We know our opponent is just opening really wide. So, yeah, I really like this 3-bet.
Seems kind of cool. It seems like everyone's kind of asking Matt different questions about kind of like his poker journey. He's obviously super open to answering those questions.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, vlogging and doing it just gives back to the game. That's really like that aspect. I mean, that's why I stream on Twitch. I want to give something back instead of, it's kind of boring just grinding by myself, just streaming at, just grinding tournaments at home. But it opens it up, and I think he feels the same way. Poker's a very lonely journey. That's why some of us do these things.
It is kind of that way. It's like
corrected him before he even
there's like this weird camaraderie amongst poker players, but at the same time, everyone's
there's a lot of ego
everyone's trying to
as
beat
well.
each other, and ego. And that's a whole other.
Everybody
That's a whole
thinks
other
they're
avenue.
the goats. I mean, I don't mind the ace five offsuit.
Versus
Three bet
versus
versus a
late
cutoff.
open versus Dave. Hell yeah.
I mean, he goes 50. We know his range is wide. There's extra dead money. We block some of his, a lot of his aces, ace king, ace queen, and we block some of that shit. So yeah, I like it.
Chat may be trolling, but we will continue to explain what we think. Nick is thinking in that situation.
Right.
I was wired because I just took third.
I know Toes three betting there. Yeah, we just looked at a hand history. Yeah, three betting there for sure, dude. I mean, versus some opponents.
Another set here.
set tonight, and we got a gut shot from Darren. Top pair from Rick. No flush draws. Of course, the board's a little bit wet, so this is going to be very.
They beat me
interesting.
to it. I was like, I wonder if Rick will donk lead. Remember last week, Rick was donk
Rick
leading
was
a lot of
dunk
these
leading
spots.
a lot of these spots, right?
He'd have a medium pocket pair. He had sevens on like a 6-high flop, and he was dunk leading then.
Right.
Now he's dunk leading with top pair, top kicker. I was kind of curious to see if he'd do it again, and here he is.
And I would love to see a Justin raise. I'm on this. See, that's what I mean. I want to see Justin raise just because we know that opponents' ranges contain a lot of hands that can continue to our raise. And the board's fairly wet, and then, we lose action on some turns. So I would really like to see a raise there from the fives. Not just being results-oriented because we can see the hands, but just because I think there's so many bad turn cards where it's going to be hard to get more value.
And here we are.
And they
Here
can
we are checking
continue.
through.
I mean, big blinds range on 5, 8, 9. We can certainly, they have a lot of continues when they decide to lead.
Justin does fill up here in the river. We'll see what kind of value bet he can extract out of his two opponents.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember if it was the first night or the second night, but as we were bagging up chips for the night, it was like
So we decide to go. There's 90 out there.
come down for like an hour.
Darren does go for it here.
So like my car was,
I mean, overbet. I like it.
and like nothing was clear.
There's enough 8x out there. There's some 6x. As played on the turn, it's kind of hard to say. You would think some of those hands would bet for value on the turn. But
Yeah, I mean,
I
obviously-
like this bet.
Between Darren and Rick, they have all the sixes, right? Justin has very few.
And Rick does find the fold, the only hand that can really call. And
Now we'll see what size Justin goes to for a raise here.
oh, so Darren elects to bluff here on the river. Oh,
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
it mixed up. Yeah, Darren's just
Lighting it on fire in this
Yeah.
exact instance.
see what size he elects to go. There's 210 out there, and it looks like he's got just a small sizing.
Yeah, I just want to,
Damn near a min raise.
I wanted to invite him to this party in my pants.
I miss him. I'll say it.
Yeah, he's blocking some straight draws. A lot of jack tens he's blocking with the twin. So yeah, I mean, I get why he did it.
Doesn't it kind of seem like Darren's thinking about doing something outlandish right now?
Nah, he better just get the hell out of here with this. Nobody's bluffing on a pair
Nobody's
board.
bluffing.
I mean, I'm not gonna say nobody's bluffing. I just don't for that sizing. I think if you're gonna bluff, you're gonna have a more that sizing just screamed, value. I do think if he's gonna be bluffing there, he's gonna have a more polarized sizing, but I could be wrong.
Stopped the bleeding a little bit for Justin, though. He had a little bit of a rough start, so nice to see him on the uptick here.
I got two cards. I got two cards.
Missed deal.
Where was that again?
Sorry, I didn't realize this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the RFID ones are always.
I've been practicing so much with the jack cards.
Okay. Who do you work for?
Called Qualtech. We do like contract manufacturing, electronic engineering.
There's a car manufacturer, or not car part manufacturing place, JE Pistons, not too Actually, technically, they're, yeah, Willoughby or Menor, I can't remember. Willoughby, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had one. Oh.
I can't remember. It's been a while.
All right, we had a little misdeal there. Straighten it out.
Sean, are these yours? I do. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Kind of when I tried.
I'll probably have like 12 or something.
I've saved my life.
Uh-oh. Nick L's talking about getting loaded. You were talking about Ubering some wine over.
I don't want to be in this guy's vlog. I don't know if you know how that reader works.
Matt getting all the respect. No one wants to play with him.
You probably both will, though.
Will Justin defend? Out of the big blind? Damn right. My dude. All right, so Justin gets a piece. Top pair with a gutty. Matt still holds the best hand to overpair here. Bets 14 to 85. Justin's going nowhere just yet. Justin takes the lead, making two pair. Another soggy board.
All right, we're back.
I mean, this smashes the shit of a big blind defend here.
Oh man, absolutely. They just have all. I mean, you don't really have a range advantage. They just have every part of this, every piece of this in the range. So I presume Matt opened and big blind defend from Justin. Flop Justin check. Matt c-bet half pot. Okay. Justin call and check on the turn.
Well, I play the home game with Cam, but there's a card ring north.
It's gonna be really hard for Justin to extract value in this hand from Matt's range. Some of his range contains one and dones, even some overpairs.
Yeah, there really is a mixture of one and dones, with exactly, and the nine's exactly what he has.
Yeah, something like that. And he goes 100 here. There's no missed flush draw. Everything got there. I mean, I expect Matt to find a fold here.
I think it's 1 to 500, which is fine.
We're beating hands like ace-7, 7-8. We're beating,
Yeah,
some
keep
ace
going.
fours.
There's
Yeah,
not much
like,
more than that.
yeah. We're beating like ace-7, 7-8. 7-9 to decides to just fire. And then the rest of his range is just, big. And Matt does call, gets the bad news.
It's House of Wine.
Justin turning it around real quick here.
Yeah, Justin's having a good night so far.
House of Wine.
Yeah, he's
Up 300.
no Justin's still stuck a little bit,
Oh,
but,
Justin's stuck 200 right now.
but
Okay.
he was in for he was down to like about 900 or so. So he's
Yeah,
on
we
nice.
can see what everyone's stack at. We can see the win-loss right now. We'll do a quick update. Here are our stats so far, where the player's up. Matt is up the most right now at 330. Harris up 200. And it's early as hell in this session. We got a couple more hours. I expect a lot more action. These numbers will get bigger.
They will inflate.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice little feature we have working with us tonight. We'll definitely try to update you guys as the show goes.
Yep.
We'll see who is the most joyous and who is in the most pain.
Yeah, somebody's going to be in some pain. Matt opening up 4x. Under the gun with the suited ace. So, Toe says, you think Matt gets more respect because he flaws? Like, this guy has to be good if he's making bids, so I pulled.
Do you want the long answer or the short answer, Toe?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the short answer. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people are gonna. I think it's a bit of a
Well, you're no longer
both
the
sides of
unknown.
things. Well, yeah, but like you want to beat the good players, right? But at the same time, you don't want to look foolish on a live stream. So it's
Right.
kind of people are kind of floating in the middle of that kind of mindset, I would imagine.
Right. We see a defending the big blind for Roro. This may be her first pot, and I see she got in for the full 2K like a boss.
That's all she knows, is being a boss.
Yeah, I feel it. Then just checks folds. Matt does check back that flop, nails the turn and gets there.
A little angle shoot, but hey, you know what? Sometimes people out there say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But if you never use it and people just ask you what it's all about, you're like, oh, I'm a poker vlogger. I got 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. I might get you a few extra folds when you need them.
Yeah, $30 for that.
Deuces showing their feathers again.
I remember Nick from a couple of shows ago. He played super well, dude.
He's just-
He played really well. I didn't see too much I didn't like.
Yeah, he's
Good
a
bluffs, good
really
hero
solid
calls.
player.
Yeah, man, he's really good.
Knowing that, I played hoop with him yesterday. Solid there too. dude had his fadeaway dirt move. It was on point.
I gotta come hoop with you guys. I play. Uh-oh, the 6 is out there. The nuts, the ACR nuts.
You know what's about to happen.
You're hitting the set, baby.
Sorry, Nick.
Sorry, Nick, you're drawing dead.
GG.
Snap his 6s. Uh-oh, he does decide to call.
Here we go.
Ruh-roh. That's not bad. That's kind of bad for the 6s right now. So Nick takes his set. Justin as an underpair to the 9. See, it's interesting here. You almost want to bet your 6s because they need protection from a lot of turns. Jack, 10, 9, ace, all within, your villain's range. So we do want to bet, get information, get folds. Sometimes you get some value for some floats as well. Like, I definitely would prefer a bet here. And he does. He goes a little under half pot. Nick is just going to call. No reason to raise on the board so dry. We want to keep in his bluffs. Great card to kind of bluff as well. If you want to turn this, into a double barrel, possibly fold out under pairs.
That's what I asked for, 'cause, like, I'm not-
And Nick definitely has the 7s, 8s, 10s of the world
I mean,
here.
he's going to continue with those hands. We have ace king in our range. We still have overpairs we can represent. We still can have overpairs, So, but the thing is, we're turning 6. We're literally turning a hand with showdown value into bluffs. So it'd almost be better to check because we still beat some of the the 3s, the 4s, hands like that. Ace 5. And kind of like what I was thinking there. He does decide to bet turn his hand into a bluff. It's a great card for his range. And yeah, obviously Nick is not going anywhere.
Nick is just praying that Justin is as strong as he's pretending to be.
Right. It looks like he just decides to call.
No, sir. That is a raise.
Check raise there. I guess you're just targeting the top of his range when he does, fire from EP, fires flop, fires turn. Ace king, ace is king, king queen.
Yeah, Nick doesn't want to have kings.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say king's like, no, he don't want like that. And Nick wins a big pot. Since he's at his position, he probably thought, maybe if I call here, we don't get enough triple barrel bluffs on rivers.
Yeah,
And
also-
he's probably have a strong enough range to go with it here. But I don't know, man. I'm torn. I'd probably just call again.
I think he may also been thinking if I check raise here and I get called, my lead in the river won't look as sus.
Right. I mean, because he doesn't really want to. I mean, if you check back there, you just
Check call, then lead river. It's
Yeah, I mean, also you can just check again if you think opponent's going to fire 3 with his value hands that you're because he's targeting the top of his range. The top of his range probably going to bet 3 times anyway.
That's a very good point.
I mean, so you're going to get value from that range anyway, and now he's also going to have more bluffs in there when you allow him to bluff. So I don't know how I feel about taking that away on such a dry board where we want to keep in bluffs and the value range is going to call you. It's just going to bet again on rivers a lot of times.
Do you think that was player dependent by Nick?
I mean, yeah, maybe he just knows that this guy just doesn't ever bluff without the. I mean, maybe he just decides to go with it. I don't know. I'm torn on that spot.
It's close.
Yeah, I mean, I'm torn. I'm never,
I do kind of like the idea you're bringing to the table though. It's kind of
Well, he's gonna. I mean, the ranges he's targeting.
if he's at
the top of it, he's going to bet it again on the river.
yeah.
right.
Then you get check raise on the river opposed to check raise on the flop.
Yeah,
Or
and then
turn,
you can
rather.
check raising on the river, and then you pick up another bet there, or you allow your opponent to bluff with his bluffs. That's just the way I see it.
Check raising turns always so.
Yeah, it's so
strong.
nobody check raise bluffs turns. I don't know. I mean, occasionally some combo draws you see some semi bluffs with some combo draws, but on a texture like that, I don't know, man.
Here we go. We got some action here. Roro opens button with the sixes.
6 is again in the house, and Matt.
3 bets out of the SB. Queen 10 suited. Roro comes along. Maintains the best.
Matt's going to lead for a third pot. 110. 120. I'm just guessing.
You might have nailed it on the nose. Oh, you see one bigger. Ooh.
I mean, he probably figures it's one and done's.
Will she get sticky? Problem with being sticky is there's 2 more streets.
Yep. Got to think about future action.
She is in position though.
When you call 6s other than flopping a set, this looks pretty safe. I mean, Matt's certainly going to see bet. Ooh, more than sticky, son.
How much did she say? What did she say?
6, I think.
Don't stop getting it. Roro in the house.
Oh, 460 is sexy raise.
460?
Nasty,
That is sexy.
dude, with the 6s.
Ooh-wee.
Told you she's a boss.
Dude, Blossom in the house.
Local celeb. I told you guys. Thirsty.